ladies, gentlemen, giants, little people, non-binaries, binaries. Uh, if there's any dogs watching the TV now, whatever it is, what's going on, y'all? We waiting for this JoJo Diaz versus Devin Haney main event to start right now. Right now, they're introducing JoJo Diaz, and then we're gonna get to Devin Haney. This is a huge weekend for the 135-pound division. We have Tank Davis fighting tomorrow night, and it's actually two huge weekends in a row because we had Tiafimo. Was it last weekend? Tiafimo versus Kambosos? Well, whatever it was, that just happened. Big upset. JoJo Diaz is a 9-1 underdog. I believe Tiafimo Kambosos was a 13-1 underdog or something along those lines. So, there's a potential for an upset in this fight. But we're gonna see. This is another one of those let's see fights. Is JoJo Diaz as special? I mean, not JoJo Diaz. Is Devin Haney as special as he's looked? Hand speed, slickness, good enough power to keep people honest, but he hasn't sat on his power 100% yet. He's still developing that, that real sit down on your shots shit. But he's only 23 years old. JoJo Diaz is as scrappy as it gets. Every fight JoJo Diaz is in, he gives his opponent all that he can handle. Former champion, moved up in weight, and I think this is his second fight at this weight class, if I remember correctly. Right now, they're about to introduce Devin Haney. If you guys are looking for a link, go into buffstreams.io. I also wrote that in the description for the video, buffstreams.io. That's what I'm getting my stream link from right now. Yo, what's good, brother? What's the word, man? It's gonna talk some shit as this fight goes on. Let's see what Devin Haney could do. Because this is gonna be a tough fight. Anyone who knows JoJo Diaz knows that he's tenacious, and he's gonna get after it regardless. You know what I mean? Regardless of what the outcome is, JoJo Diaz is gonna get after it for every minute that he's in the ring. So it's gonna be hard for Devin Haney to keep JoJo Diaz off him. So Devin Haney keeps wanting to prove that he has power, and that his power transcends. Yo, Doc, what's good? What's good, my brother? Boxing connoisseur, bro. You know what I mean? Much respect, bro. Hope all is well. All right, fight just begun. Let's see what we're looking at. Devin Haney always wants to prove that he has the power, right? He asked Linares after that fight, did you feel my power? There's a lot of focus on that. This is going to be one of those fights where he's going to have to show some pop, because JoJo Diaz is the type of fighter he's not going to give you any breathing room. So Haney's going to have to do a little more than just counterpunch in this fight, in my opinion, a little more than just control it with the jab. He wants to make a statement. He could control the fight and, make it a workmanlike performance if he wants to. But, I think at this point in his career, I believe he's looking to do more than that. He's looking to make a statement. Okay, you about a minute of Fed. Okay. Yeah, I'm on one of these streams, man. I don't know if you got the official DAZN stream, but yeah. So if it's a knockout or anything, wait 60 seconds before you tell me, Doc. You know what I mean? give me a 60. Count to 60 to be like, yo. You know what I mean? But so right now, Devin Haney's actually the one moving forward at the moment. Nice body work from Haney. But it looks like Haney is the one that's moving forward as at the moment. He's the one on the front foot, JoJo Diaz, he's not gonna. Yeah. Doc, copy. This ain't gonna happen for long. Where JoJo Diaz isn't gonna attack. He's gonna attack regardless at some point. Anybody who needs a link for the fight, buffstreams.io has been having links that have been working great lately. So that's what I'm on right now. If y'all need a link, go to buffstreams.io. So we got 1:09 left in the first round. Not too much going on so far. You know, Haney's on his front foot a little more. He's trying to establish the jab, do a couple overhand rights. Nothing really landed. A couple body shots. JoJo Diaz, you could tell he's having a problem with the length, even though Haney's standing right in the pocket. He hasn't figured out how to get in on him yet. Right now, Haney's throwing little slick shots. He's throwing shots that are going around the gloves. He's kind of pushing the gloves away with shots. You know, he's letting his hands go more than JoJo Diaz at the moment. Body work from Devin Haney. 30 seconds left in the first round. You know, not a very active round so far per se. Yeah, I agree, Doc. He's definitely sitting on his punches a little more. He needs to do that. I was saying that before. That's something he needs to start doing more often. Really sit on his punches. So far, it's looking like he's doing a little more of that, and he's on his front foot. So JoJo Diaz was a little less active than I expected, but I don't think he expected Devin Haney to be on his front foot quite as much as he is so far. So you know, you would make that a Haney round, even though nothing much happened in that round. That's definitely a Devin Haney round. He was on his front foot. Nobody landed much, but he landed a little more of not much. You know what I mean? So exactly, 100%. He's looking to make an impression, try to get the fight with Kambosos. You know, try to set it. You know, automatically. You know, Teofimo lost last week, so if he wins, yeah, it makes him look good. Is this his hardest competition yet? Haney versus JoJo Diaz. We'll see. JoJo Diaz did come up in weight. You would argue Linares is his hardest competition, but Linares, you know, we all know he's about done. So this could be his hardest competition to date, but not if Haney is too big and too long for him to do much. But yeah, bro, to your point, absolutely. He has to look to impress, but he can't get sloppy, you know, because JoJo's not a bum, you know. JoJo Diaz, you know, he's been a champ before, and he's always right there. You know what I mean? Like, there's the top guys, and JoJo Diaz is, you know, right in that pocket, just not quite right there so far, you know? So we got 2:40 left in the second round. More of the same of the first round so far. You know, Haney seems to be the one on his front foot, popping the jab, you know, kind of pouring the jab out, coming with the right hand here and there. Nothing's landing real flush or solid yet. He landed a little hook right there, but he's just pouring that jab out, and JoJo Diaz cannot get any type of inlet right now. Landed a nice little body shot right there. Did JoJo Diaz, but Diaz can't get an inlet right now. He can't work his way into the ocean. You know what I mean? He's on the rivers on the outside. You know, he's not working his way right now. Yeah, good straights to the body, absolutely. Hey, that's where Haney's doing his best work right now. You know, the straights to the body. He's pouring with the jab, even though he's not, you know, necessarily landing all of the shots that he's pouring with. You know, it's keeping JoJo Diaz off tempo, not allowing JoJo to really rush in like he likes to do. You know, he's been staying so far fully shelled up. Same thing as the first round. Looks just like the first round at the moment. You know, the main thing that needs to happen if JoJo Diaz wants any chance of winning this fight, he has to press the action. You know, and right. Oh, nice little cuff and left hook from Haney, but nothing major. Little hand speed display right there. Little 2-3 punch combo. I'm trying to type with delay so you don't ruin what's late. Yeah. Nah, it's all good, bro. Listen, Doc. Let it fly. Just if something crazy happens, wait the little time. You know what I mean? But you could wait the little, like, you know what I mean? You could precursor some of the shit I'm about to say. And if anything, you helping me out. Might be some people on your stream timing. You know what I mean? See, that's what JoJo needs to do right now, though. 45 seconds left in the second round. Get dirty. You know? He just got to hold a Haney right there. You know, got a little dirty with him, roughed him up. That's what you got to do. That's the only way he wins this fight. He's got to be rough. He's got to get on the inside. You know, he's got to wing shots from weird angles and hope some of them land. Because so far, Devin Haney, whether it's from the outside or the inside, JoJo Diaz is not able to figure out any timing or any real inlet to I don't know why I'm using inlet tonight. I've chosen that as my word for this fight commentary right here. He can't find an inlet to the ocean, which is Devin Haney. But that's really what's going on right now. With 2 rounds in it, 2 rounds in, neither man has done much, but Devin Haney's done a little more of not much, you know? So JoJo Diaz is gonna have to throw caution to the wind. We pretty much knew that was the case anyway. But I don't know. As of now, it's looking like he's gonna have a hard time even getting close enough to throw caution to the wind. Because Devin Haney is keeping him at a distance, even when they're in close. Devin Haney's doing a good job with his shots, where he's staying in the pocket for the most part, and JoJo Diaz still isn't able to get his offense off. So, you can't really put it on Haney right now. Some people cry about the way Haney maybe could be more aggressive at times and this, that. But in this fight, JoJo Diaz is the aggressive guy. Yeah, Haney's putting in that breadbasket work. Nice straights, like you said, Doc. Nice body work right down the pipe. It's early, so JoJo. Yeah. That's what you would hope. Figure 3-4 rounds in, maybe JoJo Diaz. Eventually, he's just gonna have to start going for it. Because Haney's not giving him any openings from distance or in close at the moment. So we'll see. He's going to have to start doing more. That's for damn sure. You can't let Haney get too many rounds in the bank. Oh, Haney just threw an elbow. Yo, Doc, you see that? You see that little elbow, right? He gave him that old Floyd Mayweather elbow on the inside. Let's go. Hey, listen, if you could get away with it, it's a fight at the end of the day. So on my clock, we're at 2:15 left in the third round. This round is starting off very similar to the first 2 rounds. Devin Haney being selective as he usually is, but also being the one throwing more punches. JoJo Diaz not even being nearly as aggressive as he usually is and barely throwing anything. Devin Haney's hand speed and length is giving JoJo Diaz problems at the moment. JoJo Diaz just landed a nice little hook to the body. JoJo Diaz just landed a nice little jab, little jumping in jab. Haney's moving around a little more footwork. Now JoJo Diaz looks like he's trying to press forward a little more with 1:35 left in the third round on my clock. Devin Haney just threw a little nice scoop hook. Faster, but similar to the one that Terrence Crawford was catching Porter with the other night. Didn't land it, though. But if he lands it, it ain't going to feel good. Right now, it's the hand speed and the slickness of Haney mixed with the length. But he hasn't even really used his length fully yet. Both men just landed a decent hook. JoJo Diaz just finally landed a nice left hook. Smart speed fighter usually gets early rounds. Yeah, 100%. 100% agree. 100%. But at the moment, man, I don't know. JoJo usually looks a lot more caution to the wind than this. Maybe he's planning it, though. Maybe thinking Haney's going to gas a little more, and then is when he's going to press it. But you don't want to let him get too many rounds in the bank. Yeah, distance problems. Yeah, for sure. So far, that's the difference in the fight. Haney's doing a great job of controlling distance, even in close, where you thought that would be JoJo's advantage. It's getting a little chippy already. We only in the third round, so maybe something fun will happen on that end. You know what I mean? Right now on my clock, we got 13 seconds left in the third round. JoJo Diaz definitely nice little scoop uppercut from Haney, and then he kind of gave him a little forearm check into the ropes to end the third round. 3-0 Haney, I would say JoJo Diaz he started like incrementally getting a little closer to what he's going to want to do in the fight, to make it his kind of fight, but just not enough. Very incremental progress, but a little progress. That's where Haney's using his legs to create pop at distance for his punching range. Yeah, exactly. 100%. 100%. Exactly. He's not using his legs, to do the big circles anymore, like at the moment, like all around the ring. He's using his footwork, but in tight spots, and working it well right now. Anybody who doesn't have a link, buffstreams.io. That's where I got my link right now. So if you need a link, that's what you do. If you're on the stream right now, please subscribe. Need all the help we could get with all the censorship we deal with. Check out the comedy podcast every Wednesday. Round 4, 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in round 4. Round 4 just began. JoJo Diaz is trying to press it a little more. You can see he's coming, a little more aggressive in this 4th round so far. The last couple rounds, you see Haney moving back a little more. He wasn't moving back at all in the first 2.5 rounds. Now you see JoJo starting to get in a little closer. Yeah, JoJo just landed a couple nice shots. He's throwing them wide shots, which is what he needs, but he got to be careful he don't get caught in between. Now JoJo's getting rough. JoJo just gave him the old Mexicano football tackle. You know what I mean? He just put fucking Haney on his ass. Yeah. Diaz picking it up. Literally and figuratively. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Oh, nice left hand from JoJo Diaz at 154 on my clock. Nice left hand. Jab to the body. So far, this round looks a lot more like JoJo Diaz wants it to look. He probably won the first minute 20 of this round. Decent left hand he hit Haney with as Haney was retreating. Another nice left hand. Bunch of pity pats with the left. Winging left hook from Haney. It's going to get chippy. This fight's going to get chippy. Don't be surprised if at some point in this fight it breaks out into a little wild melee because these guys are getting chippy already. Ooh, nice left hand up top and then right hand to the body from Haney. That's a pretty combo. Very fast combo. Came fast. Pause. A minute left in the 4th round. JoJo Diaz, best round by far. Haney's picking it up a little bit with a minute left in the round. Just landed another nice jab, nice right hand behind it from Haney. JoJo came up a little short on the counter. Both men just traded shots right there. Right hand to the body from Haney. 37 seconds left on my clock in the 4th round. If you need a stream, buffstreams.io is where I'm getting my stream from right now. Buffstreams.io. Just fight through the ads. You get a perfect stream. I'm looking at 23 seconds left in the 4th round on my clock. Nice right hand from Devin Haney. Nice body shot from Haney. Beautiful body shot with 14 seconds left. The ref said bring him up, but that definitely was not a low shot. JoJo Diaz get a little slick at the end of the round. Jab from Haney. All right. Much better round. Much more competitive round. Definitely a much better round for Diaz. If you're giving Diaz a round so far, it's definitely that round. Haney did come on the last minute of that round. So you never know with the judges if they see the last minute, you know how that goes, Doc, recency bias and all that shit. You know what I mean? Anybody who just hopped in the stream, if you just hopped in, I do have a link. Well, not a link, but buffstreams.io. Go to buffstreams.io if you're looking for a link. All right. And please hit that subscribe button. Appreciate y'all. So we got 4 rounds in the bank. Most likely 3-1 Haney. 4-0. I don't think so because JoJo had a much better round in that 3rd round. So I'll probably have it 3-1 right now. But like I said, Haney did well in the last minute of the round, and that could get judges thinking a little lopsided. Round 5 just started. They meet in the middle of the ring. They're wrestling a little bit. Last round was still close, but yeah, that's where I'm at on it, That's where I think that seems about right. 3-1, but a close 4th for sure. Anybody in the stream, buffstreams.io. That's where I got my stream from, all right? That's where I'm watching right now on my phone. See? I got the phone right here while I'm talking to y'all. Buffstreams.io, all right? That's where you get your stream. Hang out with me. We can talk some shit, do some fight commentary. We got 2:18 left in the 5th round. 3-1 Haney, most likely. That seems to be the, most realistic card. Haney's coming out looking a little better than he did in the fourth round. JoJo is not pressing as much, and he needs to press more if he's going to have a chance to win this fight, either by stoppage or put some rounds in the bank. If it keeps going along these lines, how the fifth round, oh, nice little flurry from JoJo. Body shot, bunch of sloppy work. He didn't land a lot of it, but it still looks good to the judges when you got Haney flying around off the ropes and all that shit, Anybody in here, please subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Appreciate y'all. 1:30 left in the fifth round. See, that's the thing. Haney's not even getting a chance to look as good as he wants to look because JoJo Diaz is doing a lot of shelling up. A lot more shelling up than I usually see him do. I don't know if he's looking to shell and then come with a big counter off it. That might be the case. Haney's looking a lot better in the fifth round than he looked in the fourth round. Definitely a Haney round so far. Nothing too special, but he's hitting them with fast shots in between the guard here and there. Some of them are landing, some of them are missing. But JoJo is stalking very ineffectively right now. He just landed a little body shot against the ropes. Body shot against the ropes. They tussled. They're back in the middle of the ring. 45 seconds left in the fifth round. Haney just landed a nice right hand. 38 seconds left in the fifth round. I think he's in shell to keep. Yeah. I don't doubt that, Doc. But he's got to turn it over. You know what I mean? Like, get him close with the shell if that's the plan. But then you got to turn that into offense. Right now, he's not turning it into enough offense, but very possible. You know what I mean? That could be bait. Could be absolutely right on that one. Haney, another nice shot to the breadbasket off a jab prior. Decent right hand. Glanced off the glove a little bit from Haney. Jab from Haney. Another jab, pouring. Didn't really land it, but fifth round. Looking at 4-1. 4-1 Haney right now, but not a ton going on right now. Not enough action to say he's dominating, but he's putting rounds in the bank for sure. And work out of it, make sure, for sure. Too much waiting, exactly. Got to work out of it. Shell up, look for the right opportunity, counter off it. Shell up, look for the right opportunity, press forward, wing some crazy shots. Either way, but yeah, way too much waiting right now. If you're in the stream right now, go to buffstreams.io if you're looking for a stream for the fight. Please hit that subscribe button. Need all the help we could get, all right? A lot of censorship we deal with over here, so we appreciate if you just hit that subscribe button. You want to hit notify, even better. Appreciate all of y'all, man. So right now we're going into the sixth round of the Devin Haney versus JoJo Diaz fight. Round 6, most likely 5-1 Haney is how I would have it scored at the moment. Nothing too spectacular. He's just doing more work, Round 6, JoJo Diaz just landed a nice little hook to start the round. Haney responded with a quick right, but none of these shots are landing too authoritatively. Is that be authoritatively? That makes sense. Haney's pouring the jab. JoJo Diaz is coming forward with his hands up, not giving Haney a chance to look special or do anything crazy, but he's also not doing anything. He's moving forward more than he's turning it into offense. So Haney's just able to land these little slick shots, body shots, jabs, fast hand shot, combos here and there, even if they don't land. It all looks good to the judges at the end of the day, Okay, JoJo Diaz, decent little body shot, then a hook up top. Didn't land too flush, but at least he's working. Ooh, nice right hand from Haney down the pipe. 1:57 left on my clock, sixth round. Buffstreams.io if you need a link. Please click that subscribe button. I'm going to try to go live every Saturday when there's a big event, whether it's boxing or MMA. That's the plan from now on, around 10 o'clock or so every Saturday. So stay tuned for that. I appreciate y'all. If you want to tune in for the comedy podcast, that's every Wednesday live at 9 p.m. Then we clip them up and turn them into clips and put them everywhere. 1:28 left in the sixth round. Haney's doing good work with the jab and the down the pipe shot to the breadbasket. Nice little slick left hook from Haney. Nice little uppercut from Haney. and he's doing a good job of landing his shots, then doing semicircles, getting out of range. And JoJo Diaz is not doing enough to keep him in range. He's not cutting the ring off right when he gets an opportunity. Oh, nice right hand from Diaz. Diaz just landed possibly his best punch of the fight. Nice little right hook. Nothing major, but yeah, those punch stats, I don't know about all those punch stats. So sometimes, man, Doc, we've talked about this in the past, man. Sometimes those punch stats look fucking crazy. Because you ain't telling me right now that JoJo Diaz is landing more punches, man. It's not happening. Ooh, nice body shot. And then Haney came up top with a hook off it, then a right hand after. Nice body shot with the right hand. Nice little uppercut from Haney. He just threw an overhand. Didn't really land. A lot of these shots are glancing. JoJo Diaz is in maximum defensive mode as far as how he's shelling up. JoJo Diaz just landed a couple decent little left hands. Decent little left hook from Haney. Jab from Haney. Decent round. Haney still took it. Yeah, I agree, Doc. I definitely agree. I definitely agree. We're looking at, would that be? What are we going into the 7th, right? So that's 5-1. We're looking at 5-1 Haney. Nothing too spectacular. Nothing too special. You know, just doing the better work. He's letting his hands go more. He's controlling the action. It's a Haney type of fight, not a JoJo Diaz kind of fight. And JoJo Diaz, I don't know if this is a plan to wait to the later rounds and then try to bum rush him, but I'm leaning more towards he's just having a hard time dealing with Haney. Maybe one. Yeah. Yeah, maybe one. Yeah. It's like 5 to maybe 1. Yeah, that's what we're looking at. Yeah, it's a decent fight, though. It's a decent fight. And honestly, I wouldn't give Devin Haney a hard time about if this fight doesn't get any more action-packed, because he's the one doing more work. You know what I mean? Like we expected JoJo Diaz to be the one to turn this into some type of fight. And with the way he's shelling up, you know, how's Devin Haney really going to even do the work he wants to do when all you got is JoJo Diaz shelling up, standing in front of you? It's obviously not the same, but it reminds me a little bit of like the Pacquiao-Clottey fight to a degree. You know, but Pacquiao knew, you know, he did a better job of getting around the gloves and still landed plenty of shots, splitting the guard. But it's very similar. Like, you can't look as spectacular when the guy is predominantly standing in front of you with his gloves up. You know, it's harder to look good and it's harder to let your offense go because the guy's not giving you anything to work with for the most part. You know, 2:17 left in the 7th round. Better angles, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, you know, Pacquiao's like that motherfucker is the what some shit's called back in the day, bro? Rumpus or some shit. What was the thing's called? I don't know. Oh, protractor. You know what I mean? He's like the protractor. That motherfucker is the angle king. You know what I mean? You know, Pacquiao. I'm just saying, though, just similar. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that similar kind of thing where it's like you can't look as good or make a fight as exciting when that's all a guy is giving you. You know? JoJo Diaz has, you know, landed a couple decent shots. And then Haney keeps coming back with something faster and prettier. And neither one of them are landing flush. But Haney's punches, they just look prettier. You know what I mean? Oh, nice body shot from Diaz. Then Diaz came with a nice hook up top. Another nice body shot from JoJo Diaz. 1:20 left in the 7th round. Ooh, nice left hand from JoJo. JoJo just had his best sequence of the fight so far. Okay. 1:09 left in the 7th round. Haney, you know, they're reset. JoJo Diaz is pressing forward. Haney's pouring with the jab. Not really landing it, just pouring it, kind of keeping JoJo off a little bit. Another nice left hand from JoJo Diaz. This could, I mean, another nice left hand from JoJo. This could be a Diaz round if Haney don't do something a little different. Very possible JoJo could put this one in the bank. Nice body shot. Those body shots from Haney been bread and butter all night. No pun intended. Putting it in the bread basket. 27 seconds left in the 7th round. Haney's pouring with the jab. JoJo's back to not doing much. But he had a nice little minute of this round where he was landing some good shots. Best sequence of the fight by far for JoJo, in my opinion. Okay. Nice right hand from JoJo. Followed up with the left. That came up a little short. Now that posture and decent right hand from Haney to end the round. That's a little closer of a round, you know? That could make it a 5-2, you know? 5-2. 5-2. And like you said, that other round was a little sketchy, Doc. And that round too, you know, even though JoJo did a little better work, every time he does something, it seems even more impactful because he's not, you know, he's too far, few and far between so far tonight. But he had a nice sequence right here. They're showing the highlights right now. Beautiful left hook. Beautiful left hook from Diaz right there. Very nice left hook. Haney ate it though. So that's a good sign to see as far as how he handles JoJo's power, because he definitely ate that shit. And that was a nice left hook. That was a pretty hook. So we're going into the 7th round. Most likely 5-2. I mean, going into the 8th round, most likely 5-2, I'd say. That's where I'm at on it. Yeah. Yeah, asterisk rounds. Yeah, I do the same shit. Like when I write down my scores, I'll write like, and then for those rounds, I'll put like some type of mark, like these are swing rounds, you know, because they're not obvious. I agree, bro. Asterisk, yeah, I got you, bro. I knew what you meant. That spell check got you, bro. You know what I mean? Some shit. Or the fingers. We both got them fat fingers, bro. I already know, Doc. Come on now. You know what I mean? So anybody in the stream right now, buffstreams.io. That's what I'm watching my stream on right now. Buffstreams.io. Please hit that subscribe button. Appreciate y'all. Please. All right, we got 2:07 left in the 8th round. JoJo Diaz trying to get a little rough and tumble with him. Not really landing too many major shots. Yeah, you already know, bro. Them sausage fingers, bro. You already know, bro. You know what I mean? Got them brajol fingers and shit. Pause. Minute 50 left in the 8th round. Once again, JoJo Diaz, he's pressing forward, not throwing enough punches. And then Haney's able to pity pat him, but he's pity patting him with shots that are fast, and they just look good to the eyes of the judges, most likely. You know? So even though nobody's doing great work, Haney's doing better work, and it looks prettier. So, you know, JoJo Diaz needs to make this my Donner Mayweather kind of fight. Like, he just needs to throw caution to the wind, especially at this point. He's down a minimum of 5-2. Again, another beautiful body shot from Devin Haney. Not beautiful, that one, but another body shot. He's been putting water in the well all night. Nice left hand from Devin Haney. A jab, but it was a little jab hybrid hook, almost a little bit. They're in the middle of the ring, inching towards the right. 55 seconds left in the 8th round. JoJo Diaz is having another one of those rounds where he's not being active enough, so it'll most likely be a Haney round because Haney's just landing the slick, fast shots, you know? JoJo Diaz needs to do more. You can tell he's still throwing hard, but step back on trying to prove a point compared to how he started. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, he's not sitting on the punches like he was in the first round. Because I think he just realized like that the way JoJo's posturing, he's gonna have to land a shot off a counter more than off a pressing, I think. You know? Because JoJo's just been playing the shell all night for the most part. Except for like those 2-3 rounds where he opened up a bit. He just missed on the left hand. That would have been a nice left hand if he landed it. JoJo Diaz. About to be the end of the 8th round. It's another one of those rounds where, you know, Haney didn't do nothing major, but JoJo really didn't do shit. So, you know, that's another round in the bank for Haney, most likely. 6-2, we looking at. And the 2 rounds that JoJo Diaz won are a little more swing rounds than the rounds that Haney won. The rounds that we're saying that I'm saying Haney won, he won them outright for the most part. Maybe one of his rounds is a little swingy. You know what I mean? But he also let him back up, which he wouldn't. Yeah, exactly. 100%. 100%. Couldn't agree more, bro. So we're going into the 9th round. We got a 6-2 fight, in my opinion. You know, I think it's hard to see it any other way, if you ask me. And some people might even see it more to Haney's direction. You know, I can't see you giving any more than 2 rounds to JoJo Diaz at most. Round 9, Diaz came out, threw a couple shots to start the round. A little more sense of urgency you're seeing from him. Nice body shots from both men. That shit wasn't... He's crying to Haney about some of these body shots. I don't see these shots as low. Yeah. Yeah, Doc, that's where I'm at. At most 2. And I like JoJo Diaz, man. I've been watching JoJo Diaz for years, as I'm sure you have, Doc, but this doesn't look like JoJo Diaz tonight. I don't know if it's a strategy that he's going to try to capitalize on at some point, but not much time left. You know what I mean? I think, yeah, exactly. 100%. Been watching JoJo for a long time, man. Hell of a fighter. Not having a great performance tonight. You know? And what's he doing? He's just not throwing enough, man. All right, he's got Haney in the corner, landing a couple shots. Nice body work. Oh, very slick, short left hook from Haney as JoJo was coming in. That was a pretty left hook, man. Minute 42 left on my clock, 9th round. This round, very similar to the others, except JoJo Diaz is being a little more assertive in this round. But Haney's probably still winning the first minute and a half of the round. That left hook alone was gorgeous. Just do another decent right hand to the body from Haney. Nice left hook from JoJo Diaz. Haney slid with it a little bit, but it was still a nice left hook. You know, it's sometimes these shots that Haney lands, if you're not paying real good attention, you won't even see them because some of them are real short, fast. You got to really watch them because they could slip by you. He's got very fast hands. He just don't let them go enough, in my opinion. Oh, beautiful body to the hook, body to the head combination from Devin Haney. Another left hook to the body from Haney. Left hand up top from Diaz. Another left hand up top from Diaz. Little right hand from Diaz. Beautiful right hand from Haney. That got JoJo Diaz's attention a little bit. You can see he had a little glitch. He had a little matrix glitch for 1 second. 23 seconds left in the 9th round. Another Devin Haney round. Probably is one of his better rounds in reality. Beautiful uppercuts from Haney. Nice shots from JoJo Diaz in response. Nice counters. Devin Haney, it's arguable who got the best of that exchange, but nice little exchange towards the end of the round here. Okay. One of the best rounds of the fight. Yeah. Good end to the round for sure. That's one of the best rounds in the fight, if you ask me. Nice back and forth action here and there. JoJo landed some good shots. Haney landed arguably some of his best shots, you know, because the shots that he landed in that round were cleaner than a lot of the flashy shots he's landed throughout the fight. So we'll see where we're at. That's the 9th round. 7-2. That's where I'm at on it. All right. Buffstreams.io. That's where I'm getting my stream from if you need a stream. Buffstreams.io. Please click that subscribe button. Need all the help we can get here, man. I've been blocked and censored on every damn social media. Had channels shut down. So I need all the support I could get from y'all, and I really do appreciate it. Man, these guys were trading. They had a couple real nice trades on in that round. Nice left hand from Diaz. They just showed on a highlight. Okay, so around 10, the championship rounds, as they say. Right now, you got Devin Haney up 7-2, I would say. I think most people would agree with that score. Even if you're a JoJo Diaz stan, I think you'd have to admit this is not what JoJo Diaz usually looks like. Nice little shoe shine from Haney. Nothing major, but looks good. Ooh, nice two nice left hands from JoJo Diaz. Haney's done a real good job, man, whether it's inside or outside. He stayed in the pocket. He hasn't done a lot of running, as some people like to say. Stayed in the pocket for the most part, on his front foot for the most part, and it's controlled distance no matter what. Nice body shot from JoJo Diaz right there. Couple of nice body shots. He needs to do more of it, though. JoJo down needs to go for broke, especially because this is where Haney has been the most vulnerable. 100%, bro. Could not agree more. It's time at this point. Any strategy or any of that shit's out the windows. You can't win without a knockout. There's no winning without a knockout for JoJo at this point. I mean, Haney hasn't done much in this round. This could be a JoJo round, but it doesn't matter at this point. The best JoJo Diaz could get at this point is a 7-5 loss if he wins every round, these last 3 rounds. And that's if they gave him a couple of the early rounds that were a little debatable. Minute 20 left in the 10th round of the Devin Haney, JoJo Diaz main event championship. 135-pound division. Teofimo Lopez was just upset recently by Kambosos. Tank Davis fights tomorrow. Vasily Lomachenko is back on the hunt. Ryan Garcia, he's using betterhelp.com, getting his mental in order. He'll be back. Got a lot going on in the 135-pound weight division right now. A lot. And we'll find out a lot about who the top dogs are after tonight. We see Haney get this win. And then, after tomorrow night. And then we'll see what Tank looks like again at this weight. So we'll see. Back at 135. Another close round. You know, this might. Yeah, exactly. You know, I don't agree with Todd Grisham very much, but he's had moments, but he needs more of them. Nice left hook from Devin Haney. JoJo Diaz is back to standing in front of him with his hands up, not doing shit. I don't know what the hell JoJo's doing tonight, man. See, now I just disagree with Todd Grisham immediately. He's one tough customer. Well, what's tough? What's tough? JoJo Diaz is usually a tough customer. I don't know what the hell he's doing tonight. He needs to go for broke, man. Get knocked out if you need to. Haney tends to slow down and lose focus in these rounds. He should push and see if he gets them. Yeah, bro. 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. That's what needs to happen right now. I don't know what the hell JoJo's doing. You know, like you said earlier in the fight, you could think, oh, maybe it was a strategy. Maybe it was a failed strategy. Or maybe it was just, hey, I think, hey, you know, maybe Haney's just too much for him. As far as like he knows he can't open up. Because if he opens up, he knows what might end up happening. But what else are you here for, right? You know, you're trying to get that the winner of this fight very likely gets the Kambosos fight. But Kambosos was saying he wants, you know, fight of the year type fights. So is he going to fight Haney? You know, is Haney going to give Kambosos a fight of the year type fight? A rough and tumble fight? I don't know. So who knows if that's what happens after this fight. He worked the body like he expected to get to Haney late, but I don't see JoJo going for it. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, they both to both of their credit, they both been putting water in the well all night. Body work from both men since the opening round. But I don't know, man. Oh, nice uppercut. Beautiful uppercut from Devin Haney. Diaz responded with a nice left hand. Haney with a nice right hand. 2:23 left in the 11th round. JoJo's putting the foot on the gas a little bit right now. Got Haney in the corner, but Haney's slick, man. Haney definitely has the skills to stand in front of you and still be slick, send the counters. Stand right in front of you, slick, send the counters. He has that ability. His hands are fast enough. His feet are fast enough. And he uses his shoulder at times, too. So Diaz needs to go for broke, man. It's a wrap at this point. You know, you're looking at an 8-2, 7-3 fight at best. And he's still fighting as if it's the second, third round, and he's hoping to wear somebody down. If you thought you were going to wear him down, and if you thought you put enough in the bank to wear him down, now's the time to check on that. You know? Now's the time to check if you get that receipt. See if you put enough in those grocery bags, because at the moment it's looking like he's going to walk out with a fucking rotten apple in his bag. Got a minute 18 left in the 11th round. Another close round. Not a lot going on. JoJo Diaz pressing forward a little more in this round. Haney doing the slick work on the counters. You know, nice little uppercut from Devin Haney. JoJo Diaz is leaning on him in the middle, you know, trying to make him tired. I guess he thinks it's a 15-round fight. Thinks this shit is 77 or some shit. You know what I mean? Nice left hand from JoJo Diaz. Nice body work from Haney. Instead, it's Haney testing how much JoJo got left with them hooks. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Up top and to the body. He's still working the body, too, even late in the fight. Yeah, this is another round where JoJo came out decent in the first minute and change it around, but then Haney started controlling it again. So this is very likely a Devin Haney round as well. See what we got cooking here. 15 seconds left in the 11th round. You can tell JoJo Diaz is very frustrated. He should be more frustrated with his performance than anything else at the moment. All right. So going into the 12th round. All right. Let me see. I think I might have just lost my stream. So time for do or die. Absolutely, bro. Do or die time for JoJo Diaz, or it's a fucking wrap. You're gonna lose. He's gonna lose a 9-3, maybe even a 10-2. You know, maybe some of the judges feel like they want to be nice to him. He might get himself a little merciful 8-4. But at the end of the day, this hasn't been a close fight. JoJo Diaz hasn't looked like he normally looks. Devin Haney's looked exactly how he's looked so far in his career, which is cautious, fast, great counters, less running. Stood in front of JoJo a little more tonight. But JoJo didn't give him a lot to work with, so he wasn't able to really flash his his hand speed and the skills that he does possess quite as much as he would against the guy who would open up a little more. So that's the other argument. Kambosos says he wants a fight of the year type fight. Kambosos might bring that out of Haney. You know what I mean? It's a lot more likely to get that kind of fight out of Devin Haney if it's Kambosos, because you could tell Kambosos, he's a tenacious little fuck. He's going to come forward and throw no matter what. He ain't going to do this bullshit that JoJo's been doing. Yo, what's up, brother? Finishing up this JoJo Diaz versus Devin Haney main event. Haney still got one of them weird belts, right, Doc? He got one of them. He got one of the belts, right? What did Tiafimo call him? The internet champion or some shit like that. So, championship fight. The winner likely can go on to fight Kambosos. Yeah, I agree. JoJo's definitely letting his hands go a little more. Ooh, nice left hook from JoJo. JoJo's definitely going for it a little bit. Yeah, he got, yeah, the WBC regular belt or some bullshit, right? Yeah. Yeah, I know he's got some type of belt, but JoJo's going for it. Haney's standing in there, though. Ooh, nice. Ooh, nice right hand. Nice left hand from Haney. Nice right hand on the way out as well. Oh, nice uppercut from Haney. That was a pretty-ass uppercut right there. I'll tell you, man, if Haney can learn to sit on his shots more and let his hands go a little more, whew, that kid could be special. We got to keep in mind he's 23 years old, you know? This is a young kid. And JoJo Diaz is only 29, so these are both young guys. You know, JoJo Diaz a little more in his prime. Haney, still a baby in a lot of ways. Definitely a closer round. The past little 45 seconds, Haney's been starting to take over again. Nice right hand from Haney right there. I got a minute left on my clock, counting down. Closer round. But still, it doesn't matter if it goes to points. It's a Devin Haney fight, period. If JoJo Diaz wins this fight on points, this will be one of those historic robberies, you know? He hasn't done anything too special, Devin Haney, but he's just looked better, landed the cleaner shots, faster hands. The fight's been fought at his tempo, at his pace. JoJo Diaz had a few rounds where he looked maybe 50% of the JoJo Diaz we're used to. But for the most part, he's looked like a different JoJo Diaz tonight. For what reason? I'm not sure. Could be Haney's skills, could be a game plan gone wrong. But at the end of the day, Devin Haney will retain his belt and win a lopsided decision if there's anything right with these judges tonight. I don't think it's Haney's temperament, though, but he does have enough to. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I agree, though. I don't think it's his temperament either. I don't think he's got that assertive, aggressive, fighter shit in his veins. You know what I mean? He's just a very skilled boxer. But the kid has all the talent and all the skills and all the technique to be an all-time great. But he has to continue to develop different but that's one thing I love, man, about how his father handles his training process. Bringing in other guys, bringing in Ben Davison, bringing in this guy, what did Oscar De La Hoya just sniff like fucking 3 8 balls? He better not be telling JoJo Diaz he won that fight. This dude, man, better check him, man. Can I get a shot at Oscar De La Hoya's feet? You sure he's not stumbling around in pumps? Let me see his nose, man. Fuck out of here. Give JoJo Diaz his credit. He fought hard in a couple rounds. He had moments here and there. But there's not even any doubt about who won this fight. And there's also no doubt that Devin Haney didn't look spectacular, but he just looked a lot better than JoJo Diaz, and he landed the cleaner shots. He landed the faster shots. He probably landed at a higher percentage clip. If I see, I got to wait for the punch stats, which I don't know if I agree with those anyway, because they were trying to say that the punch stats were even at one point, which sounds crazy to me because at no point in this fight was JoJo going shot for shot with him. Yeah, that was a very nice left hand. They just showed the highlight of a beautiful left hand that JoJo Diaz landed. That's a pretty one right down the pipe. They're showing some JoJo Diaz highlights right now, bro. I don't know, man. Make me a little nervous. Yeah, better not about to see a fucking robbery. I think in the end, Haney isn't a super KO puncher, but punches hard enough to earn a point. Yeah, I agree. He's probably like, probably a little more powerful than like a Tim Bradley pound for pound. I'd probably put him in that kind of pocket, something like that. Tim, and like I said, a little more powerful than him, because Tim, even though he wasn't a knockout puncher, he had the respect to every man he stepped in the ring with. So, you know what I mean? So let's see what we got. Let's see what we got with this fight here. This should be a wide decision. Keeps opponents honest. Absolutely, Doc. Exactly. Just enough to keep them honest. That's all you need sometimes. When you have those type of skills, that's all you need sometimes. 117, 111. 116, 112. Okay. So it's 2 117 11s. Still, okay. The right guy won. Some people are going to cry about Haney's performance in this fight. I don't think it's anything to cry about. I don't think Haney has anything to be ashamed about. JoJo Diaz is usually a come forward, punches and bunches, aggressive, brawling type of fighter. All right. Tonight, whether it was a game plan gone wrong or whether it was Haney's skills were just too much for him or he just had a bad night, but JoJo Diaz was not a come forward, throw caution to the wind, punches and bunches kind of fighter tonight. Devin Haney made JoJo Diaz look more pedestrian than JoJo Diaz has looked for most, in most fights in his career. Gary Russell, he beat up JoJo Diaz pretty nice, but for the most part, JoJo Diaz has made every fight he's in tough for his opponent, even the fights that he lost. Tonight, he did not make this fight hard for Devin Haney. He let Devin Haney either sit on the outside or sit on the inside, control the distance, control the tempo, control the speed, control the aggression of the fight, and Devin Haney wins unanimous lopsided decision. Wasn't as lopsided as it should have been. The card should have been just a little more lopsided, in my opinion. But as long as the right guy won, that's all that matters at the end of the day. Only his second fight at this weight, though, I believe. JoJo Diaz, absolutely. Second fight. Second fight at this weight. And I think he got a knockout in the first fight, right? Against a tough guy. So I don't know. Let me hear Haney for a second. Okay. So they're asking Haney, what do you think about your performance tonight? He said, listen, this guy's tough. He only has one loss. Is that true? JoJo Diaz only got one loss, huh? Is it one loss? Well, whatever the case is. But he said, tough guy, not an easy fight, but I'm happy I got the job done. And at the end of the day, that's what it should be. And that's what you should say at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, it was a good performance. It wasn't a stellar performance. I think his performance against Linares was a much superior performance, even though he got hurt at one point in that fight. But once again, Jose Linares by far is on the back end of his career. So now, how did he look against a guy that is arguably better than Linares at the moment, but only his second fight at 130? He looked really good still. He didn't look spectacular, but once again, JoJo Diaz fought 75% of the fight, just shelled up. So when you shelled up like that, if you're not an aggressive fighter, you're not going to land and look as pretty with your combinations and your shots, because you're not just going to throw caution to the wind. There's no reason Devin Haney was going to go throw caution to the wind in this fight. That make no sense, right? If JoJo Diaz went for broke and worked hard to get in, you might have seen Devin Haney have more of a chance to flash his hand speed, let his hands go more, let those combinations go, as we know Devin Haney can do, right? But because JoJo Diaz took the approach he took, it made Devin Haney not able to look as spectacular as he could have in this fight. Because I think this fight could have went another way if JoJo Diaz would have been aggressive. He would have had a chance to land a shot to get Haney out of there, but I also think there would have been a much higher chance of JoJo Diaz getting knocked out if he let caution to the wind. Because you've seen many times throughout this fight, when JoJo Diaz was in, right, and he was on the inside and his hands were just lapsing for a second, or he threw a shot and Haney was landing some pretty ass fast hooks, fast uppercuts. And if JoJo Diaz would have laid caution to the wind, I think JoJo Diaz probably would have got knocked out. And I also think that JoJo Diaz knows that. It's similar to the Porter Crawford situation. And if you watch Devin Haney and you watch Terrence Crawford on the inside, they're both fairly long guys, right? That could control from a distance if they want to against a lot of opponents, right? But they're also, for long guys, they're very good at being in the box and throwing those short, fast combinations. And those are the shots that you don't see coming, and those are the shots that get you out of there. So I believe JoJo Diaz knew that, and he chose to err on the side of caution in this fight, which is not something I've ever seen from JoJo Diaz in the past. So, a little surprising, but sometimes that's what you get. Styles make fights, different guys get in the ring, different results happen, Also, unlike, Devin Haney is 100% stand-up, respectful, all love, all respect, even when guys are trash talking, he still kind of takes the high road in how we talk shit. So yeah, he's very respectful kid. So JoJo Diaz was just saying, listen, he had a good game plan. Yeah, but what the fuck was JoJo Diaz? I just don't understand. I've watched JoJo Diaz fight, gotta be 15 times, I'm gonna say. I seen JoJo Diaz fight when he was super young, 10, 15 times minimum. I've never seen JoJo Diaz be less aggressive in a fight, ever. Even against Gary Russell, against other guys with hand speed, other guys with combinations. I've never seen JoJo Diaz be this inactive. So I don't know if that's a testament to Haney fully, or if it's a testament to a failed game plan, or if it's just that JoJo Diaz completely erred on the side of caution in this fight. I'm not sure which of those three things had the biggest impact on this fight. But what I do know is that Devin Haney dominated, even if he didn't do it in a dominating fashion. He dominated the fight. He dominated the distance. He controlled the fight from the beginning of the fight to the end. Maybe 3 rounds, JoJo Diaz looked like a fraction of what he usually looks like, but he was never full strength tonight for one reason or another. You pick the reason. I think it's a combination of the 3 things I said. Aaron on the side of safety, a game plan that fell through, and Devin Haney being as good as he is. I think you combine all those things, and you end up with the result you had tonight. I personally thought this was going to be a lot closer of a fight than it ended up being. I thought it was going to be a lot rougher of a fight than it ended up being. But you see, they just showed it right there, though. That's a lot of the reason why JoJo Diaz wasn't. They just showed perfect thing to illustrate what I was just saying before. JoJo Diaz is coming in. He's letting his hands go a bit, right? He forgets to bring his hands back up, and Haney hit him with a perfect like uppercut hook, just for one lapse in judgment from JoJo Diaz. So there's a big part of me tonight that believes if JoJo Diaz was more aggressive, Haney would have landed one of those crisp, beautiful counters and probably knocked JoJo Diaz out. But there's also a chance, because you've seen a couple times when JoJo Diaz landed, that Haney didn't like it. So there was also an opportunity for JoJo to land a big bomb and get Haney out of there. So anyway, that's where we're at on this fight tonight. Anybody in the comment section, if y'all want to keep talking, leave some comments. I'll stay on the stream for a little while. Otherwise, I'm going to go watch the UFC main event if I didn't miss that, but I might have missed that at this point. All right. If you're in the stream right now, please subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. We deal with a lot of censorship on this channel. Check out the comedy podcast live every Wednesday. I'm going to try to go live every Saturday from now on, either right around the time of the main event or the co-main event. And then, so figure 10 o'clock on Saturdays most of the time, 9:30 to 10:30, somewhere in that window. So I appreciate any support on that. I might go live for the Tank Davis fight tomorrow. I got to homeschool the kids on Monday, so that's debatable. But, yeah, so that's where we're at. I think that's exactly why JoJo didn't go for broken to the end. Yeah, I think so. That's where I'm leaning to, bro. Because those counter shots and the speed and precision they come with from Haney, even if he doesn't have the thudding power, speed kills. You know how that goes. So, all right. So, anybody in the stream, much love. I appreciate anybody who stuck around for the whole fight companion. Doc, much love to you, bro. Hope all is well. If you need anything, you hit my inbox. I'll support you in any way I can. Anybody else out there that's not subscribed, click the subscribe button. Check out other content on the channel. Deal with a lot of censorship, so the algorithm don't always show me love. So check in with the channel. Hit the notifications if you can. Throw likes, throw comments, share shit. I need all the help I could get to continue to blow up this brand, all right? I already lost one YouTube. I already lost Facebooks, and I had a monetized YouTube I lost, so I'm trying to build this YouTube back up to being monetized so I could keep the content coming. I really appreciate any and all support from everyone. Plus size from moving up. Yeah, exactly. Second fight, not quite there yet. Maybe he'll never be there. Maybe he's not big enough for 135. We'll find that out. Doc, much love to you, my brother. Much love to anybody else in the stream. Click the subscribe. Please support in any way you can. Much love.